Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Thursday, June 24, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Texas has won 4 of their last 5 games, including a 6-3 win over the Chicago White Sox, 32-44 Sioux, 4th and Al Central, on the road Wednesday. Catcher Jonah Heim and shortstop Ezequiel Duran both went deep to help power the Rangers to the victory. Starter Martin Perez pitched effectively and picked up the win, going 7 innings and allowing 3 runs, 2 earned, on 4 hits. 2 relievers combined for 1.3 scoreless innings for Texas. New York has lost 5 of their last 7 games, including a 10-2 blowout loss to the Seattle Mariners, 36-37 Sioux, 4th and Al West, on Thursday evening at home. Yankee starter Domingo German got hammered, lasting only 3.1 innings and giving up 10 runs, 8 earned, on 8 hits. 4 of Seattle's 8 hits against him left the park. Pinch hitter Isaiah Kiner Falefa drove in all of New York's run on a 9th-inning home run. Starter Brian Wu picked up his first win of the year for Seattle by pitching 5.1 scoreless innings and striking out 5 Yankee batters. Outfielder Teoscar Hernandez had 3 hits, drove in 2, and crossed the plate twice in the win for Seattle. Luis Severino has pitched well at home this season, with a 3.86 ERA and 1.03 WHIP in 2 starts. He has also had success against the Rangers in his career, with a 3.68 ERA and 11 hits allowed in 22 innings. The Yankees' pitching staff is also strong, ranking 4th in the league in team ERA overall and in the top 10 in team ERA at home. The Rangers' offense has struggled against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium in recent years, batting .160 and striking out 34 times in 94 at-bats. The Yankees' offense has been underperforming, but they are still ranked 13th in the league in slugging percentage. New York has won 23 out of 41 games at Yankee Stadium this season, and they have won 2 of their last 3 games at home. Based on these factors, I recommend taking the Yankees with the run line. Severino has an ERA over 7 and has allowed 20 hits in 14.2 innings over his last 3 starts. The Yankees have gone over the run total in 3 of Severino's last 4 starts. Texas has an elite offense this season, ranking 1st in the league in runs scored, 6.09, and runs scored on the road, 5.78. They also rank 1st in batting average, 3rd in slugging percentage, and 4th in ISO, so they are certainly capable of scoring quickly in bunches. Rangers batters are averaging the most hits per game on the road, with a 9.26 average. They have gone over the run total in 4 of their last 6 games on the road. The Yankees are ranked 13th in the league in slugging percentage. A total of 17 runs were scored the last time these 2 teams met in April. The Rangers have pushed or gone over the run total in 3 of their last 4 games. Most of the stats suggest a higher scoring affair between the Rangers and the Yankees on Saturday afternoon. Take the over. Oakland Athletics vs Toronto Blue Jays. The Oakland Athletics had a brief run of glory last week, reeling off 6 straight wins, including 2 straight over the Tampa Bay Rays in Oakland. Since then, however, the A's have fallen back to reality with 8 straight losses. The A's have been swept in consecutive series, first against the Phillies at home and followed up by a sweep in Cleveland to start this road trip. On Friday night in Game 1 of this series in Toronto, Shea Langeliers homered off Jays closer Jordan Romano to give the Athletics a 5-4 win and end their 8-game losing streak. The Toronto Blue Jays come into this series after taking 2 of 3 from the Marlins in Miami, slowing down one of the hottest teams in baseball. Overall, the Blue Jays improved to 41-35 following the Miami series and moved to within a game of the 3rd-place New York Yankees in the AL East division. On Friday in the series opener against Oakland, Toronto spotted Oakland a 3-0 lead, scored 4 in the 3rd inning, but would eventually lose it in the 9th, following a go-ahead home run allowed by closer Jordan Romano. The Blue Jays struck out 11 times in the game. Hogan has pitched surprisingly well for the A's since taking on a more prominent role lately. Still, he now takes to the hill for a team that has lost 8 straight games heading into Friday night and opposes Barrios, pitching as well as he ever has in a Blue Jays uniform. The Blue Jays' offense has hit over .260 at home this season, and, as a team, they've hit nearly .270 during the afternoon. I expect the Jays to put up some runs in this one, as they try and keep pace with the other 4 teams in the highly competitive AL East. Barrios, with an ERA under 2.5 at home and an ERA of 2.23 in his last 6 games overall, should control an Oakland lineup that is last in baseball in runs per game. Take Toronto with the run line and our total pick is over. Atlanta Braves vs Cincinnati Reds. Jared Shuster is expected to start for the Braves. He went 5.2 innings and gave up 5 hits, 3 walks, 1 earned run, and struck out 2 in a win in his last start against the Colorado Rockies. On the season, he has a record of 4-2 with a 4.57 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, and a 23/20 KBB ratio in 8 starts. Opposing batters are hitting .233 against Shuster. The Braves have been very good on offense this season. They are top 10 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Matt Olson leads the team in home runs. Ronald Acuna leads the team in runs, hits, and stolen bases. Acuna is top 5 in the MLB in runs, hits, and stolen bases. Atlanta's pitching staff has been good this season. As a team, they are top 10 in the league in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, home runs allowed, strikeouts, and batting average against. Spencer Strider leads the MLB in strikeouts. Graham Ashcraft is expected to return and get the start for the Reds. Ashcraft has been on the Illinois with a left calf contusion since his last start, which was on June 8. He was removed from his last start after taking a comebacker off his leg. Ashcraft has a record of 3-5 with a 6.78 ERA, 1.62 WHIP, and a 50/30 KBB ratio in 13 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .288 against Ashcraft this season. Cincinnati has been good on offense this season. Their top 10 are hovering around the top 10 in the league in runs, hits, RBIs, walks, stolen bases, batting average, OBP, and OPS. The Reds are the most exciting baseball team with Elly De La Cruz and Matt McLain. The offense will take another step forward when the team calls up Christian Encarnacion Strand. The Reds' pitching staff has been poor this season. As a team, they are bottom 10 in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, home runs allowed, walks allowed, WHIP, and batting average against. Graham Ashcraft is coming off an extended absence and will face one of the best defenses in the MLB in his first game back. Pitchers typically struggle in their first game back, and Ashcraft is no exception. He has a 6.78 ERA and 1.62 WHIP this season, and opposing batters are hitting .288 against him. The Braves are one of the best defenses in the league, ranking top 10 in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Ronald Acuna is top 5 in the MLB in runs, hits, and stolen bases. The Braves will hit Ashcraft very well and score a bunch of runs. I recommend taking the Braves on the money line. Both teams have been very good on offense this season, with the Braves ranking top 10 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Ronald Acuna is top 5 in the MLB in runs, hits, and stolen bases. The Reds are top 10 or hovering around the top 10 in the league in runs, hits, RBIs, walks, stolen bases, batting average, OBP, and OPS. Graham Ashcraft is coming off an extended absence and will face one of the best defenses in the MLB in his first game back. Pitchers typically struggle in their first game back, and Ashcraft is no exception. He has a 6.78 ERA and 1.62 WHIP this season, and opposing batters are hitting .288 against him. Both teams will score, and I recommend taking the over 10 runs.